Say something, it says. Okay, let me see. Hello. Oh, hi. How are you? Back back from all the festivities, the honeymoon, back to work. Hold on one second. I'm just trying to check my YouTube here. There's nothing on here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Mr. YouTube? Oh, there it is. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, Mr. YouTube? Okay. Good. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Can't. Yeah. The Cantor she'll be here any minute. Would you go? You went to Quebec? Two. You say you're going on two? True, yeah. You went away somewhere, though. Camping, okay. Yeah, yeah. So are you, after COVID, you'll go someplace? Yeah, good for you. That's great. I didn't. About what? Well, it's funny you say that. Yesterday, Israel said that they are taking, people can go in as of November 1st. I have tickets to go December 9th. So I'm going December 9th. But as soon as I get back, I'm going to organize a trip. And so, but the problem, I tried earlier last year before COVID, and then like a week later, COVID hit, and no one would go. And then we couldn't go even if we wanted to. So when this is all settled, and I'm guessing it's going to be 6 months to a year, we'll have a congregational trip. I've led 5 of them, and I can't get enough of it. So if I can go in this time by ourselves and come back in a year, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, I'll give her information so that she knows where and when. I'll put her on our mailing list and to make sure that she's all set up. Hello, Jennifer. Did you make that top? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like she bought it, but I've seen a picture of it somewhere. On Facebook, she puts her stuff on. Yeah. Nice hobby. Yeah. Yeah. I make hamburgers. That's about all I can make. Yeah, pretty much it. We have a bar mitzvah tomorrow, so that's why we have flowers and all of the books are set up. And it is my last event of the year. So we've had a very busy fall. We had one weekend, you probably don't remember this, we had 2 weddings and a bar mitzvah. Oh yeah, you were one of them. Yeah, yeah. How'd they look? Well, that's not possible, but if he could send them, I'd love to see them. Maybe we'll buy some from him we can use for. Oh, really? It's even better. I mean, people. Yeah, people ask me all the time, like, what's the wedding look like? How do you do it? What's the chuppah look like? So, the one that came after you was a month later. They said, what do you use for chuppah? I said, well, we have this other chuppah, but I can't use it. But this is the one we used before, and they loved it. And well, as you know, we set it up. So. Yeah. Oh, really? You were really mad because they were using your chuppah, right? Yeah. 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 Oh, really? You can't see it. I'm trying to figure out the best way to put it up, though. It's not easy to put up. Yeah. So, I, I. No, no, no. It's constructed great, but it's when it's so heavy that when you lift it up, I'm afraid the bolts will pull, and they pull out. So two of us put it up, and two of us brought it down. But I think the next time we'll have three. One. Yeah. Well, that maybe with six it would have been easier. I don't know. I know. Yeah. So I was doing the same thing, but I was like this, and I was a foot away from it, so that wouldn't work. Uh huh. Uh huh. Right. Cantor, how are you? What time is it? Well, we're a little early. Let's hope we get some more. I'm very, very well. How are you? Good, good. You know, one time at the synagogue, the Orthodox synagogue, he had an event and one person showed up. And I was upset. I said, I feel bad for you, Rabbi. And he said, one person showed up. What's the difference? I'll do it for one person. And so I like that attitude. So I don't know how many we'll have, but our YouTube is live. It's on now. And if you want to put on your mic and we'll test the volume for both of them. The volume of the interior system has nothing to do with what's heard on YouTube. What do I do with all my, I've got so many masks now. Every pocket's got a mask. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh.
Shabbat Shalom. I think you could hear me even if I didn't have any amplification today.
I think it's better like this.
But
Yeah. But so this is what I want to test. That same.
yes. Now you want to test what
You
it
don't have to
sounds
do anything.
like. I don't have to do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. But I'm
What?
gonna check. This is me just talking, but let's get you up here. going too far.
I'm going to keep talking just in case we need.
Okay. So you put your microphone on in a moment, and then we'll hear you. There you go. You're putting it on. We are multimedia. We're on YouTube. We're on Zoom. We're live. I don't know what else we can be. What do you think?
Yes.
Is that good enough for you?
That's perfect.
That's as high as it goes.
That's perfect.
I think it's better like this. Okay. All right.
It's up to you. You want me louder? You want
No, not you see what you hear inside is not.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
reacting to what
I
I'm
think you
hearing.
could be a little bit louder.
Okay.
I'll turn it up a little.
Very well.
The two knobs, Cantor on the top. These two knobs. Cantor, could you say one more thing? And
I can say Shabbat Shalom para todos. A little bit of Spanish.
we are multimedia. We're on YouTube. We're on Zoom. We're live. Is that good enough for you? That's as high as it goes. No, not you see what you hear inside is not. Yeah, I think it could be a little bit louder. All right. I'll turn it up. We're still good. I just want to hear this last thing that made a difference for you. The two knobs, Cantor on the top. These two knobs. Yeah, I know. Did you say something there?
No, it wasn't my turn. Then you told me to be on.
And then you said something afterwards, okay? Let me hear it, and then it doesn't really matter because we're going to leave it where it is now. You can watch it when you go home. If you think it needs to be louder, we'll make it louder. Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. So worried about the other one. No, I have too many people that like Zoom. But who knows how many will be there tonight, but. Hello, Erwin. Who's that good-looking girl? Oh, Cindy. Okay. I can only say that about one person or I'll get in trouble. So between us now we have 7. 3, 7. We're getting there. We're getting there. Look, see here, now they're coming on. We're going to have a pizza party after. Or not.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom, Cantor.
It's wonderful to be here with all of you, wherever you are. We are together to welcome Shabbat. to bring in the spirit of family, of joy, of Thanksgiving, and to hold dear whatever was the best, the highlights of the last week, to bring that with us in this Shabbat, and to let go of what wasn't great, and leave it behind, leave it in the past. So I invite you to sing with me, just a nigun, a melody for us to begin this service together.
I didn't pass out, you want Psalm 92, right? No, you wanted the Carlbeck. Shir Ladonai,
No,
okay.
we're good. Oh, it's here. I think it's
Yeah,
here.
I brought them all up.
Okay.
Okay, I'll pass them out.
But in the meantime, we don't even have to open the prayer book or look for any words. We're just going to sing. Please join me as we sing together a nigun. Let's begin with, actually, 2 simple words. The first one, hallelujah. Say that. At home, also say it, hallelujah. And the second word is hallelujah. That's easy enough. Hallelujah, 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 one more time.
No, that's all right. I just wanted to see if we have people on Zoom. We do. Welcome to all of you in TV land. Welcome to all of you on YouTube. And welcome to the throngs and the multitudes here in person in this. There's still a couple seats down here if you people need some. Just don't be ashamed. Come on up. Take a seat. People will push over if you need it. Nobody can see us. I can say whatever I want. But I welcome you all here for Shabbat service, as Cantor and Nesis did, and I don't think that I need to say much more than that, but we're happy to have you all here. And I think in the future, that I will make some personal calls. And now that COVID is starting in this area to come down, I think we can expect to see some more people. And so we'll see if we can get at least a minyan inside the chapel and certainly we have people at home, and we constitute a minyan. So at this point, we'll turn back to the cantor as she lights the candles for Shabbat.
So those of you who are at home that might have the Congregation Etz Chaim booklet, you'll be able to follow the readings and the page numbers. Those of you who don't have it, bring your spirit and your ruach, and you'll be joining in the prayers and the rituals as well. On page 1, we read together in English, "These lights are only flickering flames, yet flames illumine our uncertain steps. Flames purify and renew, soften and refine. They brighten and make warm. Flames remind us of Sabbaths long past and of their beauty that delighted our hearts. May they inspire us to work for the great Sabbath of peace." Would you like me to light them for you? Yes.
And you can do the bracha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu And on page 2, we continue welcoming Shabbat with the singing of Yadid Nefesh. Let's try a different melody that I think you all know. It's like the other Yadid Nefesh melody, so hopefully we'll be able to sing along. Yadid Nefesh Abraham, Yadid Nefesh Abraham, Nashoch Abdecha, Aratoncha, Nashoch Abdecha, Yararararara, Aratoncha. Yarutz again. Yarutz Abdecha, Kamoyal, Ishtacha Bereirai, Yararararairai, If you are here in person, you get an extra treat because you're able to join us in some of the English readings that we're sharing tonight. So I invite you, those of you, I think all of you have now this single sheet, and I'd like for us to begin reading together this prayer that starts with I begin. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can feel my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy and capacity to love as I reach upward in prayer. I
I
sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other. To work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. We will continue now with Psalm Shirul Adonai Shir Chadash, which you also can find in this one insert that says Tehillim, Psalms chapter 96. It is Psalm 96. Once again, those of you who are at home, you'll be able to hopefully sing along the words Shirul Adonai Shir Chadash. If you know more, join and sing. If you don't, just sing Lai 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 and Nigun. We'll still be in tune and together. Shirul Adonai Shir Chadash, Shirul Adonai Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai B'chol Shemo, Basru meyom Yeshuato, Sapru v'goyim Yevodo, B'chol ha'amim Nifneotav.
I love that. That's a Chabad tune, Carlebach tune. Very nice.
We continue now on page 3. As we read together the call and response, reading in English.
At the bottom of page 3, I'll begin the first paragraph. Acclaim the Lord, his majestic glory. Worship the Lord in sacred splendor.
The God of glory thunders over rushing waters. The voice of the Lord echoes with majesty and might.
The voice of the Lord shatters the cedars. The Lord shatters the cedars of Lebanon.
Making the hills sleep like rams, the mountains sleep like lambs.
The Lord commands rock-splitting lightning. The voice of the Lord stirs the wilderness.
The voice of the Lord strips the forest bare, while in his sanctuary all chant glory.
The Lord sat enthroned at the flood. The Lord will sit enthroned forever.
Bestowing strength upon his people, blessing his people with peace. And we will continue now on page 4 with Lecha Dodi, and I take you with me on a trip, illusionary trip to Jerusalem, where one of the most influential progressive synagogues lives, congregation called HaNeshama in Jerusalem. And this is a melody that belongs to them. And it really is now sung all over the world. But you'll see, it has a special ruach. And I hope that now, knowing that it comes home all the way from Jerusalem, maybe it'll make you feel a little closer to the land of Israel. So this is how it goes, and it's very simple. I'm getting my melodies confused. A good thing that this is Taubman's. Good, good. Okay, here we go. Yep.
לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, שם ותפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבתי לה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי צאי מתוך ההפך הרב לך שבט בעמק הבכה. והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Let's take the turn half.
דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלם, בואי חלם. דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
We continue now with Psalm 93. It is Adonai Malach, which is your second Hebrew insert.
Oh, actually, I didn't pass it out.
Oh.
Won't take me long.
Well, while the rabbi does that, though, some of you might already know, but this is one of the tunes I introduced from my hometown, from Argentina. This melody that you'll hear tonight, was written by Zeev Malbergier, who is a very famous Jewish composer in Argentina. He's written some of the most well-known melodies that we have used in Argentina for the past 30 years. And it is just a beautiful melody, and I always love to share it with you. Adonai Malach Yagod Lavesh Lavesh Adonai Ozit Azar Aftikon Tevel Vatemot Aftikon Tevel Valatemot נשאו נהרות אדוני, נשאו נהרות כולם, יישאו נהרות אחים, מקורות מים רבים, עתידים משמריהם, עתיד במרום אדוני, עתיד במרום אדוני, עדותך נאמנו מאוד, לביתך נאווה קודש, אדוני לאורך ימים, אדוני לאורך ימים, מקורות מים רבים, אדירים משמריהם, אדיר במרום אדוני, אדיר במרום אדוני. I hope at this point you feel a little bit warmed up and ready to begin our Arvit, our evening, with the call to worship, the Barhu, which you can find on page 6. I ask you to please rise. Barhu et Adonai HaMevorach.
Baruch Adonai Amvorach Leolam Vaed.
In the middle of page 6 in Hebrew, this prayer as we separate the evening from day. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chokhma potech sharim, ובתבונה משנה עיתים ומחליף את הזמנים, ומסדרת את הכוכבים במשמרותיהם ברקיע כרצונו, בורא יום ולילה, גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור, ומעביר יום ומעביר לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים תמיד ימלוך עלינו לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני המעריב ערבים.
Amen.
You may be seated. On page 7, we sing Ahavat Olam, the prayer in which we acknowledge and we feel God's love towards all of us. Ahavat Olam Beit Israel, Amcha
Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadtam. Elokeinu Adonai Eloheinu, v'shachbeinu u'lekumeinu, nasiach bechukecha,
ונשמח
בדברי תורתך,
תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו We continue now on page 8 as we chant this first paragraph of the Shema. את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום בלבבך, ושיננת לבונך ודיברת לעם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרת מאוד על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. And we continue now on page 9 as we sing, Who is like you, God, מי כמוך בלים אדוני. Yararai dai 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 yararai dai dai yararai dai 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 yararai dai 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 yararai dai dai yai dai 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 mi khamocha balim Adonai mi khamocha nadar b'kodesh נורא תהילות אוסף אליהם, מלאכות קראו בניך, בוקרים לפני משה, מלאכות קראו בניך, בוקרים לפני משה. Yararai dai 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 yararai dai dai yararai dai 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 yararai dai 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 yararai dai dai yai dai 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 zai hanove ודמר כפד אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Cantor, I see you chose a Saul Zim tune. Do you have any idea where Saul Zim grew up? Saul Zim grew up in Portland, Maine, And he sang in this synagogue. He davened with his father, Cantor Samuel Zimmelman. They changed their name later. And I studied with his younger brother, and his father, don't get it too personal, did my Brit Milah. So they lived for 30 plus years in Portland, Maine.
Well, this should be an anthem for our congregation, I suppose, and we should always sing, well, always is a little bit too long, but
Yes.
we should sing Sol Zims Michamocha more often, right?
I tell you, I prefer Paul's tunes. Paul's hymn, a little more upbeat and a little more, but that's all right. I thought it was a nice connection. He actually sang in this synagogue.
That's a very nice connection.
Yeah.
I'm going to invite you, wherever you are, to find a moment of shelter, to think about what it is that makes you feel a sense of compassion, a sense of protection, whatever that is, whomever that is. Bring it to your mind, bring it to your hearts, as we sing Ashkivenu, our prayer for shelter and peace.
Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, leHamidenu Malkeinu leChaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, leHamidenu Malkeinu leChaim.
Oshmor tzedkenu, Avonu, L'chaim u'l'shalom, Ata v'Adonai. Ashkivenu
Adonai,
Eloheinu leShalom, leHamidenu Malkeinu leChaim. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, leHamidenu ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Page 10, on the top of the page, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת,
לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
ונאבד בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדור אותם ברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת ונפש, שבת ונפש, שבת ונפש.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדור אותם ברית עולם.
יתגדל ויתקדש שם רבה.
אמן.
בעלמא דברך חירותי וימלך מלכותי.
בחייך וביומך ובחיי כל בית ישראל. פגלה, פגלה, וזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. ישמע רבה מבורך, מעולם ועד מעולמיו, ישבורך.
יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתהלל, ויתהלל, שמה וקודשה.
בריחו.
אלא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה.
תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירון בעלמא, ואמרו אמן.
So before we turn to the Amidah, the Tefillah this evening, I want to make sure that you have available your second English reading,
It's on the other side of the first one you
which
read.
is on the back of your first English reading. So this week's Torah portion is Vayera. There are a number of things that happen in this Torah portion. Abraham welcomes 3 visitors who announce that Sarah will soon have a son. Abraham argues with God about the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot's home is attacked by the people of Sodom, and Lot and his 2 daughters escape as the cities are being destroyed. Also, in this Torah portion, we know that Isaac is born, circumcised, and weaned, and that Hagar and her son Ishmael are sent away, and an angel saves their lives. And also in this Torah portion, God tests Abraham, instructing him to sacrifice Isaac on Mount Moriah. It's a Torah portion packed with our mothers and fathers, with our patriarchs and matriarchs. I kind of wanted to say matriarchs first, but I restrained myself. It's okay. It is not a coincidence that our Amidah, our Tefillah, the central prayer that we recite on all our worship services, morning, afternoon, and evening, begins calling on the names of our patriarchs and matriarchs at times as well. And even though this traditional Hebrew text does not contain the matriarchs' names, they are implied in their relationship to the patriarchs, and also in their relationship and the role they're playing in bringing forth the descendants of the people of Israel. But the interesting thing about this is that what we have in the English translation in some way is that God spoke, if I translate correctly, hopefully, is that God spoke to Abraham, and blessed are you, God, the God of Abraham, and the God of Yitzchak, and the God of Yaakov. So one of the things that that our ancestors have asked is, why this repetition? Why the God of Abraham and the God of Yitzchak and the God of Yaakov? Why not just the God of one and the other and the other? For those of you who are at home, or maybe take a guess, talk about that with your partner or whomever is watching or attending with you. Those who are here, any thoughts? All right, it's fine. So what we are told from our ancestors is that what this is trying to imply for us, the readers, at any generation, at any given moment in time, is that each one of the main figures in our tradition had their own relationship to God. God was not the same with Abraham, and it was not the same with Isaac, and it was not the same with Jacob. So why should there be one and the same way to experience and to relate to God for us in our days? So with this idea and with this thought that we can create our own unique relationship with God, I invite you to read these English words. As we prepare to rise and to begin the recitation of our Amidah together, we read, "Our fathers and mothers prayed,
Each through their own experiences of God, each through their own visions, which we have come to share. Abraham, with the fervor of justice, pleaded the cause of cities. Sarah,
in
the pain of waiting, dared to hope for new life. Isaac, meditating alone in the field, lifted his eyes to find love.
And
Rebekah asked for the ability to discern God's call. Jacob climbed the rungs of his night into heaven, seeking destiny. Leah dreamed of love, and Rachel sought harmony. We, as they, seek God's presence."
Please rise as we begin with the recitation of the opening pages of our Amidah, chanting together. Adonai sefatay tiftach ufi yagid tehillatcha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei, that's all right. Elohei HaGadol HaGivor VaNorah Elohei Gomel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei HaKol Vezocher Chastei Avot Umevi Geula Livnei Bneihem Leman Shemo B'Yah Baruch Ozer U'Moshiach U'Mogen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh Kol Atah Rav Le'Oshia Mechalkel Chaim B'Chesed Mechayeh Hakol Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afor Mi Chamocha Chal Gevurot Umidom Elach
מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה.
ונאמנת להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל.
אמן.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
Amen.
And now I invite you to continue with the Amidah on the following pages, the prayers written in our prayer book, or to find your own words, those written now in your own hearts, that reflect your own way of seeking God, of relating yourself to God. And we continue with the recitation in silence.
Shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. Please be seated. Now we continue on page 17. With something that's become something of a normalcy for us here. No religion is an island. And I would like to read that responsively. I'll begin the first two lines and ask you to respond. No religion is an island. There is no monopoly on holiness.
We are companions of all who revere him. We rejoice when his name is praised.
No religion is an island. We share the kinship of humanity, the capacity for compassion.
The hand of God is extended to all who seek him. He is near to all who call upon him in truth.
God's Spirit rests upon all Jew or Gentile, man or woman, in consonance with their deeds.
The creation of one Adam promotes peace. No one can claim my ancestry is nobler than yours.
There is no monopoly on holiness. There is no truth without humility.
We are diverse in our devotion and commitment. We must unite in working now for the kingship of God.
He is near to all who call upon him in truth. There can be disagreement without disrespect.
Let us help one another overcome hardness of heart, opening minds to the challenges of faith.
Should we hope for each other's failure, or should we pray for each other's welfare?
Let mutual concern replace remnants of mutual contempt as we share the precarious position of being human.
Have we not all one Father? Are we not all his children?
Let us not be guided by ignorance or disdain. Let lives of holiness illumine all our paths.
The hand of God is extended to all who seek him. Let our deeds reflect that we share the image of God.
Let those who revere the Lord speak one to one, leading everyone to acknowledge the splendor of God. We continue now with the Kiddush, which you can find on page 21. I get the honor, and I get the delicious wine as well. Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei bari hakafen.
Amen.
Baruch ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uv'ratzon incheyanu zikaron le'masei b'reishit ki hu yom tchila למקראי קודש זכר יציאת מצרים כי
Kivonu v'charta Yotonu kidashta Mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha v'yava uv'ratzon inchaltonu
Baruch atah Adonai
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim.
Amen. While the Cantors drinking a l'chaim, I want to wish you all a Shabbat Shalom, a good peaceful Shabbos. Quick announcement: tomorrow morning we are meeting once again at 9:45. None of you usually come except for Tilly. If you do come, we have a bar mitzvah tomorrow, but it's our regular service. The bar mitzvah is doing work inside our service like they normally do, and so if you want to get up late, come just for Kiddush at 11:30, and we will feed you. Anybody else wants to come just for Kiddush? Not a problem. By the way, this is a bar mitzvah that was postponed for a year because of COVID. The bar mitzvah now is 14 years old. He had a bar mitzvah at his house earlier last year, and now is the second bar mitzvah, but two different portions. So he's worked hard. He's earned it.
Wow.
And I think that's it. We'll go back to Elena.
Very well. Please rise on page 22. עלינו לשבח
אדון הכל, עושה גדולה ויוצא בראשית, שלא שמנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד אורץ, מושב יקרה בשמיים ממעל, ושכינה סוזה בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמס מלכנו אפס ולעשו, ככתוב בתורתו. וידעת היום שבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר al kol haaretz. Bayom hahu, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo, u'shemo, u'shemo echad. I'm going to turn this up so I can hear, because at this point I need some input from my friend David Glazer, who always tells us. At this stage, we read the Mourner's Kaddish for those in our community who don't have people to say Kaddish for them, and also for those of us who are saying Kaddish for others. And I am constantly in a state of saying Kaddish for others. But we also ask if you would like to remember someone for whom we are saying or you are saying Kaddish, this would be the time. And I know, David, you usually have someone that you would like us to remember?
Edith Glazer, my aunt.
Edith Glazer. Anybody else? Okay. Then if you'd like to join with me or just listen along, we'll do the Kaddish, which is on page 23. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'almad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechonu v'yomechonu v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael v'agalau v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach liolam v'lolamei olamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmei dekudisha b'richu le'ela minikol birchata v'shirata dushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran b'yalma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav u'yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Please be seated.
I actually forgot. I do have one announcement. On November the 7th, on Sunday the 7th, I'm going to be doing Akum Seats, which is a song circle at the JCA, at the Jewish Community Alliance green space. So it will be
Outside?
outdoors. Hopefully the weather will help. And even if it doesn't help, come, bundle up. You do need to RSVP. It is from 2 to 3 p.m., just an hour of singing together, maybe learning some new melodies. I can always use some ringers. So those of you who like to sing, it really is wonderful to have you there and encourage those who come and are a little more shy to raise their voices and sing and enjoy themselves. So from 2 to 3, November the 7th, the JCA, wear your mask, and you do need to RSVP. So go to their website and find out the information.
But to wear a mask outside?
That's our current policy.
Really?
So
Even
yes.
outside?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
But also it'll keep you warm,
Yeah.
Well,
in November, we're still warm here. You're from a warmer climate, so we're used to this weather already. Are you singing any Dylan tunes?
Well, now that if you request one and if you come, maybe
Okay.
I will.
Maybe. What time is it on that day?
2 to 3.
2 to 3. I'll see what the Patriots are doing.
Just don't take your nap. Don't take a nap. Just come. And
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Shalom Aleichem, page 25.
This says Oseh Shalom.
Oh, well, I changed my mind.
Okay, you're welcome to do that.
Shalom
Aleichem, Malachei Ashores, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. B'chuni l'shalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeichem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mimelech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat Shalom to all of you.